So, you guys had just saved one of the captives and are now exploring the ex-cultist's home. Base for this area, whatever.
I'm gonna check the person who Henry threw into me to get me to stop shooting.
That's from the film that we lost.
Thanks, guys. That doesn't exist at all.
Yeah,
now we
I
have
know.
to just shut up about it, okay? So, yeah, you have a little bit of time before you know that you need to be back on that boat.
I shall look for magical incantations and evil sorcering circles and, the usual.
Cultist shit.
The usual.
Right.
That reminds me, he still has that stone.
So there's a book on the counter.
Human skin band?
No, it's black, but it has it's a black book with red lines all over it. The design is made with red gold lines.
I'm picking that up. I'm gonna take a look.
Sure.
Sneaking glance.
While you're taking a look in that, it is obviously a book of different incantations and things.
Nice.
Henry, what are you doing?
Useful.
I'm gonna set fire to his book.
No,
No, I'm gonna.
you're not touching my book.
I'm gonna go find find and replace the pistol he broke.
Sure.
Scheiße.
It's not hard. There's plenty of them out there.
And I'm taking the Tommy.
That was
Tommy is
burnt.
mine.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
Henry's
Remember, I
fireball.
melted them with my electricity.
Right.
It was turned
I'm
into a puddle
taking-
of goop.
I'm gonna go make a snow angel in the pile of goop.
You.
Your fingers.
Ow. No.
Yeah, you and ow, because it's still hot. And it's metal.
I'm going to grab as many
Exactly.
pistols as possible.
Burning yourself in metal.
Okay. You get one. Because he's already grabbed one. Sheila, what are you up to?
Silly.
Oh, does she? Do I lose anything for rolling around in dead people? Goop?
Yes.
Take that by
It's
damage.
not dead people goop. It's the goop left over after
A Tommy gun.
a Tommy gun melts.
Huh. On second thought, let's not go to Esterhaven. It is a silly place. Anyway. Yeah, book, please.
So think you found the source of their magic. It is, demon magic. The way they've drawn the spellcasters is a crude version of what you would find on an actual demon's face, like for the lines, the magic lines.
Question.
Yeah.
Since he's from the world with better writing and stuff for the demon
I went to
magic.
elf college.
No. Hold on. Yeah, but is this magic is he angry that it's written badly?
No. These people, the way they've drawn it on their face is a terrible version. The stuff in the book is fine.
Oh, okay.
Did you go
They
to
they
that?
just badly copied it onto their face.
Because they're not looking in mirrors, and no one else did it for them.
So the way that the magic is created and how you become a magician is you study it, you make sure that you know what you're doing with it, and then what happens is they take a special magical toolkit and they scrape away at the top layers of your skin. But instead of causing pain and damage to your skin, it leaves behind magical residue that basically turns you into a living ley line, causing you to be able to control magic. Now, there are people like Henry who have inherent magic, which is basically,
We're coded in this stuff.
well, no, it's someone who was born at a ley line, and so their blood is actually just, instead of having to scrape it onto the physical skin, it's on each cell, living cell.
Oh, that's cool.
So people who have inherent magic and then go on to become magicians tend to be much, much stronger.
So basically, what you're telling me is I can be Merlin.
No, he's more like Merlin right now. You're more like literally anyone else who practices magic. If you were to learn magic, then you'd
Kinda like
become...
Aragon?
No, you'd become extremely powerful. And please don't ever say that again, Victor. So, Yeah, that's what you found is the way you make someone able to wield the magic of demons. So basically what it does is it's, instead of just learning and understanding that magic, what this does is it just skips right ahead to the engraving of magical ley lines, and then it gives you inherent knowledge about how to use the magic, but it doesn't teach you the problems with it. And as soon as you've done it, the closest demon to you, or the closest one on their plane, will just take your soul. It's gone. Like, as soon as it's complete, it's just gone.
Nice.
So his soul is gone?
No, his is fine because they did it the college way.
I mean,
This way is the inverse of the college way. So it starts with the magical lines on your face,
I have a feeling
and then
he's
you get
taking
the
his
knowledge.
tome.
The way he did it is he went and got the knowledge and then got the lines. So he knew the risks he was taking whenever he cast the spell. These guys don't at all, and they have no soul.
I have a feeling he's taking this tome.
I'm not even telling you about it. I'm taking this tome, and I kind of want to.
You went outside to go back out. You two went back outside. Sheila, you're the only one still in the house.
Really? So I see him taking.
He's just picked up a book and looked in it.
Okay.
I'm
Doesn't
not
really mean
telling-
anything
I'm not
to you.
No.
I mean, it's a black book, but that could mean anything.
Yeah, it could mean anything.
I Spy. Oh.
50 Shades
Yeah,
of
that's-
Grey.
Cooking.
Find Waldo.
And
I'm gonna go looking around for like.
Weapons you can actually use.
No, I'm going to.
Murder Jared.
No, no.
Probably.
I'll kill her first.
At the end of
gonna
it, she's
look
probably
for,
gonna end up
um,
stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
I have.
Well, at least we still got the plan.
hey,
Yeah.
she's talking. What's up?
Thinking about what to do.
oh, I know what she's gonna do. She's just gonna healing hands your back.
No.
That would be a decidedly
Statue.
evil thing to do.
I'm gonna go look around out back.
So it's a fenced-in area. It's got grass and stuff, but it's what you would expect from like a home.
I'm gonna go back and
'Kay.
search around.
So, yeah, you've basically searched this place pretty thoroughly and come up dry. Other than what you found, but you're not sharing that, and the guns that were left over when Jared fried everybody, and yeah, each of you have got one.
Okay.
All of us?
Also,
I-
do
Those
they
two.
have?
I don't
I'm
want it.
searching them again just to see if they have bullet.
Extras?
No, like well that too, but ballistic vests.
Oh yeah, they don't appear to be wearing any armor.
This universe's armor. Yeah.
Fuck. I want a bulletproof vest.
I mean,
so
they're
much
just-
lighter than a fucking plate mail. But okay, I'll take the
Also,
extra
it's
bullets. How
also-
much extra bullets do I get?
You get an extra like 6 shots.
Awesome.
Also, you don't become a lightning rod with a ballistic vest.
Has he found out
Exactly.
how chambers work now?
No.
I'm gonna
They were
fiddle
just
around
carrying
with it
bullets on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so you're seeing these like extra crossbow bolts, but you have no idea how to make them go into the gun. You don't even know if the gun needs these. Like you just find.
I would laugh so hard if anyone went, I'm going to find this and just punch the casing right out of the gun.
You know, I'm very strong, but I don't think I can punch a casing out of a goddamn gun.
Oh no!
Can I
we're
make
meant
an
to be-
intelligence
in
check?
this-
No,
Sure.
and they come out the back. I know it's a revolver, and I know
How
how,
do-
a revolver
how
works
gun
out,
work?
out of
Pops out
game.
the side.
No, it comes out like that.
10 total.
Ouch. Yeah. No.
I'm like
You're-
looking at
you're
the
not
gun.
sure.
I'm like,
You could probably figure it out given some time, but you guys need to hurry if you're gonna make it
Can
back
I
to the
make an
boat.
intelligence?
Yeah.
all right, let's
hurry
go.
back.
Let's hurry back and then fiddle and fart around on the boat.
Oh.
Henry, put the gun away.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So you're sitting on the boat,
I know.
and you're getting some really weird looks.
I'm not gonna do it in front of other people.
You said you're fiddling around on the boat.
I mean, in your world, people working with weapons and stuff on boats makes perfect sense. Like
It's
this
also
is, this
awesome.
is nothing new to you.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Yeah, but I can
to
just.
take a look at the weapon? Yeah, sure.
Percentile? Or D20?
D20.
I mean, it can't be the weirdest thing that has ever happened on the quadrant.
13 total.
13. No.
True.
I'll give it a shot. Percentiles or D20?
D20.
Okay.
You may as well, Sheila.
Me?
Oh boy.
See if you can
All
figure
of
out how
my
this-
+2 intelligence.
Magic crossbow.
14.
Nope.
A whole 10.
Nope.
I don't
Can I do it
really
again?
care.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 7.
Alex?
Man, you guys really don't know how these
Alex.
things work.
Alex, I meant before we went straight to the boat. Can I give it a shot?
No, like you did
We,
not have time.
we had to go.
You had to go, or you were going to miss the boat.
That happens
The giant
often.
metal thing that we don't understand. But
Well, you
moves somehow.
know it's a boat. You just don't understand why it's a boat.
It's metal. That's totally weird.
It's
And it
I mean, you've
doesn't have
heard
sails.
of like people making plans for this kind of thing, but never seen it in practice work. You've seen metal boats and they just sink.
Like, I barely understand water displacement as it is. I can't understand this.
That's why you have
well,
one
you
disbanding scrolls.
like you figure it's magic water displacement. Like this thing is
Like, it's
actually
magic.
in the water. It's just kind of hovering above it.
Just
What
looks
if
like
it
it's
was
in the water.
slightly hovering above it? Then why would there be wake?
I don't know.
It's got to displace the water somehow. That's what you're figuring. Like that's probably your best bet. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because where you
I'm not
come
gonna
from, magic would do that. That's how they would figure that out.
Magic
All
is
right,
superior.
moving on.
So you're on the boat and you're all fiddling with these weapons.
I'm not.
You made the check, so yes, you are.
I mean,
I
you
We, like,
took a
pass
look
it
at it
around.
over somebody's shoulder.
Yeah, I was just interested.
Like,
somewhat.
no.
No.
Well, you were like, "What are you? Oh,
No.
what are you doing? Oh,
No, I don't
it's not
get
worth
it.
my time."
It's not.
Like, give it to... No, it's even less than I just sit back in the house.
No, it's just you're still not quite sure.
Like, I still really don't care. I think I've lost knowledge.
So, according to your map, the next places within walking distance of the other side of the boat.
Nice.
Then let's go.
The landing point. Then
I
let's
like-
head out over there.
I like walking.
But first, let's
Okay.
find some food.
You've got like a couple of days. Of food.
Okay,
Like,
we
he just
so-
gave you like rations.
We have, like,
Okay, we don't have to worry
jerky.
about it then. Awesome.
Yeah, like
wolf jerky?
No, not wolf jerky.
D&D staple. Wolf jerky. So you're attacked by wolves all the time. No matter where you camp. Might as well make some jerky.
so.
Tender.
No, we
Yeah,
were attacked by
you,
owls.
you
Chicken
arrive
tendies.
at the house after munching on some granola bars.
Magic granola bar.
No,
They were
you
playing
know what granola bars are. It's just where you're from. They taste a hell of a lot worse.
Granola?
It's
I'm pretty sure they just taste like nothing because we don't add flavoring. We're just
no,
like
it tastes,
nutrients.
it tastes like the worst apple. The worst. Like it just tastes awful.
So
An apple
like,
It
like a
tastes like
bruise.
building material.
like
Apple that's just a giant bruise or a pile of skin.
Like yeah, whatever you add to it, it tastes like the worst version of that, and which is still better than just building material.
I'm putting. I want.
Straw.
Well, yeah, like oats.
I'm gonna
Oats doesn't
start-
have a very palatable flavor.
No.
I'm just gonna start putting together my armor since it all fell over the place.
Sure.
Not putting it on, just putting it back together.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still together, it just kind of clanged.
Buff. Gonna buff it. Make it nice and shiny.
You're
Giving this
standing
shine.
outside of this place.
Giving your armor a shine.
You can see in the window.
Might as well put it on.
So there's a ramp that goes up towards the door from a little gate, and in behind the windows you can see a couple of people milling around.
I'm gonna take 2 steps
They-
away
they-
from them.
They look like they're conversing and talking about something heated, like they're arguing.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for a back alley.
I'm taking 2 steps away from them.
So there's
thief.
stairs that go down
Think
to
you
the
can,
left and
scout out
stairs
there?
that go down to the right. On the left, it's kind of a gardened, flowery.
No, like a
section.
back alley to the house.
Oh, just let me finish describing the front of this place.
Yep.
So down to your left, it's kind of a gardened area, and it goes right along, and there's like a gap about yay wide in the fence between the fence and the house. And then on the other side, it opens out into kind of a side yard rather than a backyard. And you can see towards the back that there's like a storage area. And then
Anything
you
weird
see
in-
that there's another road on the other side of this building, and the rest of them in this row.
Okay, I'll go to the behind it and.
I'm going to slowly
So-
follow him.
Sneak, by the way.
It's a fence with a big gate, like you would see like for carts.
Okay, but is there anything to climb, like to climb up to the roof or something?
I'm the
I
assassin,
mean, you could
not you.
probably try, but your backpack and all your gear would make it nearly impossible.
Well, then
It's
I'll
too
drop my backpack.
big. Like
throw
no, but
my-
I mean, like just the stuff that you're carrying.
How
Like,
about
it's
you ask
too
the
much.
assassin to do it, Henry?
Yeah.
The person who's
Are
trained
you
to do this.
feeling angry that I'm doing something that you would normally be doing? Why can't I do stuff?
You do.
Do stuff.
You don't do the
There's,
assassin
like I said,
job.
there's a big gate that you can probably
Open.
you could probably open with a little bit of work.
Got it, headbutt it.
Yeah, I go to open it.
So it's like a sliding gate
Yeah.
that it slides along, but it pulls away, swings. It swings.
Okay, yeah.
But it's got a set of wheels on one end, so it's very quite heavy. But with a little bit of effort, you can pop the latch from the outside.
I'm going to do what he tried to do, except a lot better.
He didn't try to do anything.
Yeah, I
No,
was
but
just
he was
questioning.
thinking about it.
I was
I'm going to do
asking.
what he was going to do.
Okay, you're going to try and climb the fence on top of the storage area, on top of the storage area, because that's all you can get onto right now. The house is detached from the storage area.
I go to open the gate. And open
You've already
it.
done that.
Swings open.
I'm
I'll
a
follow you.
I'm a
Yay!
follow.
Go
Do I
for
need
it.
to roll to get
So,
onto it?
Sneaky. Stealthy.
on your left, there's wood, like stacked, and then in front of you, there's little cutting tables, and then
Sawhorses?
yeah, like a sawhorse, and then like tools, and there's a bunch of mechanical stuff that you really don't recognize, and
Dwarf
then in the
machinery.
middle of that, all of that, there's a statue, like a piece of stone-looking statuary.
I'm gonna draw a mustache on it.
With
what?
I
His
almost,
sword. 'Cause
I
why
almost,
not?
I almost said detect mustache, but I meant detect magic.
Detect magic. All right, go for it.
I'm going to... Alex, am I on top of the sword shed? You never made me roll to get on top.
No, because the gate opened, which was your way to climb up on top of the storage shed.
I can't.
Really,
You would have had to climb the gate to get onto the storage shed.
So that it...
But
now that
it's open.
But it's open, so you can't climb it because there's the roof, there's the gate. You'd have to climb up on top and then walk along it, and that's just not worth it because the gate's already open.
it's like taking 3 extra steps.
Yeah,
It's still fun, but
not worth your time or effort because you could screw up and just die. Crit failing.
land on your
and
head
then
wrong.
crit
and-
failing again.
Oh,
Oh, we
just
don't have an
lost our
assassin. Yep, that.
Who's gonna pick locks now?
Yeah.
And not blink?
Henry's going to try and fail. He's probably going to use
No,
his sword, too.
I
then
wouldn't
there's me
lock
with my
it.
hammer.
I
I can
just
melt it.
charge the door.
So there's you're
I'm a-
detecting magic
Yes.
all over the damn place. There,
Uh-huh.
like it.
Oh, that's right.
So there's this thing standing in front of you is like it now has a halo,
That's not good.
and
Wanna
then
tell
on
us?
the ground you can see there are little lines, circles, and then they have different little inscriptions in them. You know these to basically be magical landmines.
sure as hell hope you're gonna tell us this.
Yeah,
There are
I'm gonna-
there are two
Just a
different
second.
types in here. There's
There's
one that kind of just you step in it and it freezes around your feet and kind of becomes a cone of ice around your leg up to about your ankle.
Nice.
And there's another one that is just a column of fire that explodes upwards when you step on it.
Awesome.
You should try them out.
No. Hey, Henry.
You also know that there's a really easy way to disarm.
I'm just gonna assume.
And
Can
it's-
I turn
it's-
them to our side so that when we step on them, nothing happens?
That's a decidedly more difficult, but you do know how to do that, yeah.
Is it just like a D20 check with intelligence?
Yep. And failing to turn them just disarms them.
Oh, all right. Well, what's the point in not trying?
Big money, big money.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you go to cast your thing, and it like sparks, and just fields, and like hits every single one of them.
Nice.
Nice.
It's like, oh, I'm good.
So there's
see this.
six.
So
there's
it-
six
do
traps
this
that you
and
can
go, oh.
see, and you guys, you watch him go up to like a spot on the ground, and then like these little rings show up in the ground.
Wait, since I had inherent magic, could I still like
Have
see
I
them
have
a little bit?
No, you'd have had to have cast detect magic to see them. Like you could feel that there was something magical, but you weren't sure what it was.
Okay.
But now they just show up in front of you.
You want to tell us about the golem?
And this thing,
Oh, it's just a magic statue right now.
well, as you
I'm taking 3 steps backwards, away from the statue.
I'm gonna
so
cut its
as you
Achilles
cast
tendon.
your little field thing, and you hear
Is it on our side now?
as it
That'd be
turns
cool.
around
That'd
and
be
looks
awesome.
over its shoulder at you,
And
and then it's just standing there staring at you over its shoulder.
do I know any golem command spells?
Does he know? Does he?
I have my
Does he
own
know-
golem.
It
but
seems to be waiting. It's not
Okay.
moving. It turned around and looked at you and then stopped.
do I know? Okay, are there any like sigils or anything on it?
Now you can see that it has a similar look to it, that like the demon carving stuff, but it like you can see that it is obviously a golem command thing
the book.
rather than.
I'm gonna take out the book.
So he pulls out this red and black bound book and just goes.
Where is it?
Does he find it?
Where's the passport?
And about halfway through, you can see like just it pops right out at you, the same inscriptions that are on this thing's face.
This book is great.
Okay, so now he can command the bloody thing.
And in the center, like where the face would be on the golem, is the different command words.
Nice. Like walk and.
Destroy the house.
I'm gonna tell it to go inside.
Okay, so it,
Half an
and you
hour
can hear its
later.
limbs grinding against one another as it walks. This thing is obviously completely made of stone.
Nice.
And if
It's not metal 'cause
Henry
it's stone.
and Jared, could you make me an intelligence check, please?
Oh boy.
This is not a bad thing. This is just some additional knowledge.
Oh, lame.
15. So 17.
So you know that these things is like being a fighter. You would know this even better than Jared would, because these things take normal damage from magical attacks, but trying to hit these with like a sword or a hammer or something will do piss all. It will do one. This is meta knowledge. It will do 1 point of damage at a time. Like you will max out 1 point of damage.
Even with a crit hit?
Yep. You
That
just,
sucks.
it stops. These golems are supposed to take on, like, a few of these golems are supposed to take on armies. That's how valuable they are. Each one of
wanna
these
keep
is
this.
worth, like,
Yeah.
each one of these is worth, like, 60,000 gold pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of want to keep them. Can I keep them?
Yes.
Yes, you're
Only if you
lucky,
eat your
Jim.
vegetables, son.
I'm a wizard. I eat just vegetables. Meat
So-
Only
clogs
if you
the
eat
Now you
chakras.
can see, now that you can see that the traps are all disarmed and this guy, or armed,
Only if you
turned, or an
Only
armed,
if you
and this thing is
the
moving.
droppings.
It moves forwards, but it doesn't go towards the front of the house. It just makes a right angle turn and then walks down a little alleyway in between the storage area and the house.
Let's draw them out, and then it'll probably come up from behind them. golem. No.
Go to the front and drag him out.
Let's start making noise out near the front and draw them into the yard.
Go. No. How about this? We just go to the front and fire through
While
the window.
you guys are figuring out what's going on, the golem you hear it continue to grind, and then you can hear it. It rounds another corner, obviously, because it gets quieter, and then you can hear it stepping down steps. And
I go and follow.
okay, so you follow it up, and then you see you're at the top of
Heal
the
my
stairs,
golem.
and it reaches forward with its left hand because it's got a sword in its right hand.
Oh,
It
that's
reaches forward and just boom, and the door like flings open.
I'm gonna slowly.
It
follow
turns
her.
the handle and then just releases the handle, and it pops open.
That's
I'm
awesome.
behind Sheila.
Yeah.
So me and you are going
And
to the front. Ass.
you can hear there's a couple of guys obviously downstairs because one of them goes, "What the?" And then you can hear like you especially can hear the starting of incantations, and
That's not happening.
there's obviously at least one spellcaster down there because immediately after this thing blows open the door, a magic missile is fired at it.
I'm gonna go down there. I gotta kill that.
You're coming up behind me and Sheila.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going in front and shooting a bullet through the window.
Too bad.
Hang
You're
on.
already behind us. You're behind the three
Why
of
the
us
f do
already.
you think I'm
We
gonna
have to
follow
protect
you?
my golem.
I'm not protecting your golem.
Oh, you're
I don't
crazy.
have to do anything with you guys.
Oh, you're going a completely different path.
Yeah, I'm going to the
All
front
right,
and shooting through the
just
window.
don't die.
I'll be fine.
So it takes the hit, just two magic missiles like hit it. It doesn't seem to take any physical damage, but it is like it's staggered by the
recoils.
attack. And it's so like
So do I see the spellcaster?
you're at the top of the stairs still. You see this magic missiles come in and impact on this guy, but you don't see the spellcaster who's casting these magic missiles.